Morning, students. Today we will do our practice book. We already have done exercise worksheet for three worksheets we have done, and we have done present tense, present simple present tense, and present continuous tense. I hope you have understood it well. If there is any problem, try to make sentences, more and more sentences. If you practice more, you will get to know it very easily. You will understand it very easily. So now we will be doing worksheet 4. We will be doing past tense here. So now start it. Read the sentences given below. I missed my bus and reached the office late. My boss was fuming with anger. He had already assigned my work to a colleague. So here in this sentence, this paragraph, you can see these sentences which are written in bold letter: reached, was fuming, had, assigned. So what these words are, and missed. These words are verbs here, and they denote that this is a past tense, because in past tense we use ed, and this is past continuous because was and ing. I have told you the words which are followed with ing, they belong to continuous tense. It can be present continuous tense, it can be past continuous tense, it can be future continuous tense. So the verbs in bold letter in the above sentences talk about the past. This paragraph is talking about the past, those actions which already have happened in the time. I missed my bus, कि मैंने अपनी बस मिस कर दी और मैं ऑफिस लेट पहुंचा. मेरा बॉस गुस्से से उबल रहा था या बहुत गुस्सा था. He had already assigned, उसने मेरा काम पहले से ही किसी और को दे दिया था. So here this person I is narrating that incident which already had happened. Okay, so when we are talking about things which already had happened, we use past tense, as I have told you to do in diary entry. In diary entry you write about the things which already had happened, so you have used past tense there. In same way, when we have to talk about the things which we already have done, which we have already happened, so we use past tense here. Okay, now look at the table given on the next page. So here is a full-fledged table which is given to you about the 4-5 forms of past tense: past simple past tense, continuous, perfect, present perfect, present perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous. Okay, so verb expressing the past. Present tense is also given here: present perfect and present perfect continuous. We have not done it already, so we are not going to talk about it. We are just going to talk about it: simple past, past continuous till now. Then when we will be doing with past perfect or past continuous, we'll talk about it later. So here let's focus here simple past. So simple past tense of the verb. For example, prayed and wrote. We use past tense of the verb. Okay, past tense you have read three verbs you have read. For example, play, played, played. So play is the present tense and played is the past tense. Okay, past form of the tense. So we use here second form of verb, that is played. Okay, and it talks about an action that took place at same point in the past. So I have told some point in the past. I have told you, for example, I bought this dress yesterday. That मैंने ये dress पिछले कल खरीदी थी. Bought is the second form of buy. buy. Buy is a present form, and bought is past form. So we use second form here. We always use second form of verb here. Always second form of verb. Okay, and then to talk about a past habit, in simple past we also talk about the past habit. For example, he went to the church every Sunday. वो हर Sunday को church गया. Okay, then past continuous. Past continuous, I have told you that continuous tense is always having ing. Okay, verb plus ing is always there in continuous tense. It can be present, it can be past. Okay, so here you can see what we use with ing: was, were plus ing form of the verb. Was, were praying, was, were writing. So was and were are always followed with ing. We always use was, were with ing. We do not use had, we do not use were, had or have, anything. It also followed in present tense also. Okay, we always use was or were with ing. He was playing, they were playing. We would never say that he had playing. Okay, had is never followed with ing. We always use was, were with ing. Okay, so here to talk about an action that was going on at some point in the past. We talk about that action which goes on some point in the past but which is still continued, जो अभी भी चल रहा था एक्शन, जब आप उस एक्शन की बात कर रहे थे तब भी वो एक्शन चल रहा था. फॉर एग्जाम्पल द टीचर वॉज चेकिंग द नोटबुक्स, जब आप वो स्टोरी सुना रहे हो तो उसमें वो काम अभी चल रहा था, वो एक्शन हो रहा था, तो टीचर जो है वो बुक्स चेक कर रही थी. टू टॉक अबाउट अ फ्रीक्वेंटली रिपीटेड पास्ट एक्शन, कई बार जो पास्ट में बहुत बार इंसिडेंट्स अगैन एंड अगैन दे टुक प्लेस, यू टॉक अबाउट देम, सो यू ऑल्सो डू दैट. शी वॉज ऑलवेज कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट द सिस्टम, कि वो हमेशा सिस्टम की कंप्लेंट करती रहती थी. सो दैट कंप्लेनिंग ऑलवेज इट डिनोट्स दैट इट वॉज अ रिपीटेड एक्शन ऑफ हर. Then to express the gradual development of action का gradual development, for example the listeners were becoming impatient, the listeners है वो impatient हो रहे थे. So it is a build up of the action, that धीरे धीरे वो काम हो रहा था, the development of action. So basically this all is these all are forms of the continuous action, that action still going on which is not completed, and this action was started somewhere in the past but it was still going on at the time when you were talking about it. It is same like present tense, but you have to use were plus ing. In present tense we use is, am, are with ing. In past tense we use was, were plus ing. We will talk about this too. We will talk about this rest of these things later. Okay, so now come to this worksheet 5. Fill in the blanks with the simple past tense of the verbs given in the brackets. You have to use simple past tense. Okay. Long ago there dash be a forest full of trees laden with ripe, juicy guavas, mangoes, apples and pears. I have told you that where be is written, it means that you have to use the form of verb like is, am, are, or was, were. These were used here. So what will here come? Long ago there was a forest. We are talking about simple past tense, so there will be was. There was a forest full of trees laden with ripe, juicy guavas, mangoes, apples and pears. But the bird which dash there were unhappy. There were unhappy. So, but the word birds which live given hai, you know this is past tense, so live will change into second form of verb. So what will be the second form of verb? Lived. So it will be followed here as lived. We will write lived here. But the birds which lived there were unhappy. Then they dash to eat grains. What they want. Want hai, want will be changed into second form. What will it become? It will become they wanted. They wanted to eat grains. One morning the birds dashed lots of grains scattered on the ground. So see will change into second form. What is the second form of see? Saw. Okay. So in the morning birds saw lots of grains scattered on ground. Then they dashed down to eat the grains. So sit will change into second form of the past. So it will become sat. They sat down to eat the grains. Suddenly two bird catchers dash out from the nearby bushes. Two bird catchers. Rush is the present form. It will change into past form. What it will become? It will become rushed. Rushed out from the nearby bushes and dash a huge net on the birds feeding on grains. It will change into second form. It will become threw. Okay. So this will how you are going to solve it. You have to use the past form of these verbs given you. These are verbs. Okay. These all are verbs which are given in brackets. Then remember, simple past is used to express an action that happened in the past. Obviously I have told you. Fill in the blanks with the past continuous tense of the verb given in the brackets. So here you have to use past continuous. I have told you what we use in past continuous: was, were and ing. Okay, you can write it just to remember it. Was, were plus verb की first form plus ing. Always remember ing is used with verb first form of verb. For example, play. Playing is there. प्लेडिंग नहीं होगा कभी भी. प्लेड इज अ सेकेंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब. प्लेडिंग आपने नहीं सुना होगा. सो प्लेइंग ऑलवेज ing इज ऑलवेज यूज विद वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म. सो वी विल ऑलवेज यूज वर्ब फर्स्ट फॉर्म. सो व्हाट विल कम हियर? इट डैश हेविली एंड मनन डैश continuously. So what will come here? It was, because we have to use here continuous tense. I have told you was were we are going to use. So it hai, it is singular, we will use was. It was raining heavily and Manan dash continuously. Manan is also singular, so Manan was sneezing continuously. See, we have changed here these forms, these verbs in second verb form. Rush becomes rushed here. We are not going to do here, we cannot change rain into rained, sneeze into the second form of it. Why? Because we use first form of verb with ing. Always remember this. So like this you are going to fill this all by yourself. It is very easy, you can do it yourself. So till here we are going to do, rest we will do in next lecture.